Hello students, I welcome you all to our third lecture on chemical kinetics. In our previous lectures, we have discussed up to zero order kinetics. We have already seen how to derive the expression for rate constant of a zero order reaction and what are the characteristics of a zero order reaction and how to plot the graphs, what are the examples, etc. All those things we have already discussed. In today's class, we will be discussing about first order kinetics. What is a first order reaction? In first order reaction, the reaction rate is determined by only one concentration terms of the reactants. फर्स्ट ऑर्डर काइनेटिक्स में रिएक्शन रेट जो है कंसंट्रेशन टर्म्स में से सिर्फ एक टर्म के ऊपर डिपेंड होगा, तो उस रिएक्शंस को कहते हैं फर्स्ट ऑर्डर रिएक्शंस. Thus, in first order kinetics, the reaction rate is determined by the change of only one concentration term of reactants. Let us discuss how to derive the rate constant of first order reactions. तो फर्स्ट ऑर्डर रिएक्शंस का रेट कांस्टेंट को कैसे हम डिराइव कर सकते हैं वो हम अभी डिस्कस करेंगे. फॉर दिस let us take a reaction in which reactant A is reacting to form products. So here reactant A is reacting to form products B and C. So if you see here, the concentration of reactant A initially is small a, whereas the concentration of B is 0 and C is also 0. शुरू में कोई रिएक्शन नहीं हुआ तो इसीलिए B और C का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन 0 और 0 का बराबर है. Now let us consider that the reaction time is T. हम ऐसे ले लेंगे कि रिएक्शन T टाइम तक हुआ है. So what will be the concentration of A left after time T? टाइम T के बाद ये कितना बचेगा? Let us say X is the change in concentration of A. X is the concentration of A decomposed in time T. So what will happen? What will be the concentration of A left after time T? This will be equal to A minus X. Whereas what will be the concentration of B and what will be the concentration of C? It will be equal to X, because the change occurred in concentration of A is X in time T. टाइम T में रिएक्टेंट A जो है X डिकम्पोज हो गया है, तो इसका मतलब B और C में कितना चेंज आएगा? X, which means they will be formed by concentration X. Thus, after a time T, the concentration of A left behind or the concentration of A remained is equal to A minus X, and concentration of B is equal to X, and concentration of C is equal to X. So if you see what is small a here, initial concentration. What is X? X is the concentration of reactant A decomposed in time T, and what will be A minus X? A minus X will be the concentration of reactant A left behind after time T. So thus A is initial concentration, X is concentration of A decomposed after time T, and A minus X will be concentration of A left behind. So thus we have seen initial condition and conditions at time T. Since this reaction is a first order reaction, what will be the expression of rate for this reaction? Rate is directly proportional to concentration of capital A. So square brackets here, they represent concentration. So as the reaction is of first order, we will have R is directly proportional to concentration of A power 1. And let us take the proportionality constant as small k, which is known as rate constant. Thus rate constant R is equal to, which is also equal to dx by dt, that is equal to k into concentration of A. Now let us solve this equation. So let us take this denominator dt to right hand side. That means what will happen? Dx is equal to k into concentration of A into dt. But what is A? Here concentration of A is the concentration of A left behind after time t. So which is equal to small a minus x. Therefore dx is equal to small k into a minus x dt. Now bring this a minus x term to left hand side so that all the concentration terms will be in one side. So what will happen? Dx by a minus x is equal to k into dt. Now let us integrate on both sides. दोनों तरफ integrate करेंगे. Now we have the formula for this integration. What? Integral 1 by x into dx. इसका integration क्या है? What is the integration of 1 by x? Integration of 1 by x is equal to ln x. So what is the difference between log and ln? Ln is log base e. If you simply write log, which means that is equal to log base 10. So 1 by x का integration क्या होगा? ln x. But here in this integration we have, instead of x we have a minus x. So what will be the integration of this one? If you integrate this one, we will get ln मतलब log base e a minus x, ln a minus x. But if you observe here, x is having negative symbol. This negative symbol also has to be treated, so that we will get minus ln a minus x. So इसका इंटीग्रेशन क्या आएगा? माइनस ln a माइनस x. ln मतलब log बेस e और dt का इंटीग्रेशन t. सो यहां पर kt आएगा और एक इंटीग्रेशन कांस्टेंट हमें आएगा. So thus we have got minus ln a minus x, which is equal to kt plus I. So what is I here? I is integration constant. Now we have to determine the value of integration constant here. यहाँ पर integration constant I जो है इसका value हमें निकालना है. So how to deduce the value of I here? यहाँ पर I का value कैसे निकालेंगे? By applying initial conditions of the reaction. So what are initial conditions? Initial conditions means at time t equal to 0. At time t equal to 0. इसका मतलब शुरू में कोई रिएक्शन नहीं हुआ. Concentration of A at time 0. इसका मतलब A not concentration. So this is equal to small a and x is equal to 0. What is x here? X is the concentration of A decomposed in time t. But here time t is 0, which means initially there is no reaction happened, which means x equal to 0. So now we substitute these values in this equation. So initially at time t equals 0, x equal to 0. So that implies minus ln a is equal to I. Why? This value is equal to 0. How? K into 0 is equal to 0. And a minus x is equal to a minus 0, which means a. So minus ln a is equal to I, which means we have got I value minus ln a. So substitute this I value in this equation. So what will happen? Therefore minus ln a minus x is equal to kt minus ln a. Now let us bring this ln a to left hand side. So what will happen? Minus ln a will become plus ln a. That implies kt is equal to ln a minus ln a minus x. That implies kt is equal to plus ln a minus ln a minus x. Let us put this in bracket. So which means Kt is equal to ln A minus ln A minus x. Log A minus log B is equal to log A by B. So we can also write it as ln A divided by A minus x. This is equal to Kt. So Kt is equal to ln A by A minus x. Now let us bring this time t towards right hand side. So what will happen? K is equal to 1 by t into ln A by A minus x. Thus we can derive the expression for first order rate constant. Now what do you mean by ln? We have already seen ln is equal to log base e, log base e. So how to write this one in terms of log base 10? This is equal to 2.303 into log base 10. Now what will happen? K is equal to 2.303 by t log A by A minus x. We can write this small a in terms of capital A also. How? Small a, what is small a here? Initial concentration. We have already seen this initial concentration small a, we can also write it as concentration A naught. इसका मतलब क्या है? Initially time t0 के समय में concentration of A. So ये small a का जगह हम A naught, capital A naught, concentration of capital A naught लिख सकता है. और what is A minus x? Concentration of A left at time t. Concentration of A left behind at time t. We can write it as simply concentration of A or concentration of A at time t. Anything we can write. So that K is equal to 2.303 by log concentration of A naught divided by concentration of A. This is the expression of first order rate constant. Now let us discuss the characteristics of first order rate constant. If you want to see the units of rate constant K, what will happen? Per time units will be seconds, minutes or hours. This time is in denominator. But come to here concentrations. In numerator we have one concentration term, as well as in denominator also we have one concentration term. So that say for example if its units are molar, molar will be cancelled. If it is moles, moles, moles will be cancelled. So the units left will be 1 divided by time, which means time inverse. The units of first order rate constant will be equal to time inverse. How? We have just now seen that concentration and concentration both will be cancelled and we will have only 1 by time, which means time inverse. Thus the units of first order rate constant K is equal to second inverse, minute inverse, hour inverse or day inverse. Say for example we are expressing the concentration in terms of molarity. Then A is in terms of molar and A minus x is also in terms of molar. So here molar, molar both will be cancelled. So what will happen? We will get one numerical value. Say for example we are expressing the concentration in terms of moles. So what will happen? Mole, mole. Again it will be cancelled. So howsoever we may express the concentration, we get rate constant numerical value fixed one, because the value of rate constant is not depending on the units of concentration in which we are expressing. Thus the value of rate constant is independent of units of concentration chosen, which means you may express in terms of molar or you may express in terms of moles, mole fraction, normals, whatever it may be. The numerical value of K will be same. Now we will discuss about half-life time. So for this we will take again the rate constant expression K. So we have got K is equal to 2.303 by T log A by A minus x. Now for half-life, what is the condition? T should be equal to T half. मतलब जो reaction time जो है T half होगा. So we have already seen what will happen at the reaction time t is equal to t half. A minus x will be equal to A by 2. How? Because this x is equal to A upon 2 or A by 2, which means at the time t is equal to t half, A by 2 concentration of reactant A will be decomposed. Thus, K is equal to 2.303 by t half log A by A minus A by 2. So A minus A by 2 is equal to A by 2. So that implies K is equal to 2.303 by t half log A by A by 2. Now A and A cancel. This 2 will go to numerator. Thus K is equal to 2.303 by K log 2. We know that log 2 is equal to 0.3010 or 301. So if you multiply 2.303 with 0.301, that will be equal to 0.693. Thus t half is equal to 0.693 by K. Like this, we can derive the expression for half lifetime of a first order reaction. If you see here in the expression of t half, there is no concentration term here. तो यहाँ पर कोई concentration term नहीं है, इसीलिए t half is independent of initial concentration. यहाँ पर t half जो है वो initial concentration में depend नहीं होगा. Now let us discuss how to plot the graphs. Here they have given graph between time. In x-axis we have time and in y-axis we have log a minus x. Time versus log a minus x ग्राफ. तो ये ऐसे ही इसका मतलब इसका शेप आप देखेंगे तो ये किस फॉर्म में है? y is equal to minus mx plus c. We have already seen the graphs. So it is in the form of y is equal to minus mx plus c. So how to get this equation we will see. For this we will take rate constant. We have rate constant k is equal to 2.303 by t log a by a minus x. We know that log a by b is equal to log a minus log b, which means log a by log a minus x is equal to log a minus log a minus x. And we will take this t to left hand side and this 2.303 to left hand side denominator. So what will happen? Kt by 2.303 is equal to log a minus log a minus x. So now we need y is equal to minus mx plus c. What is y here? Log a minus x. So we need log a minus x on left hand side and remaining everything on right hand side. Log a minus x is equal to minus k by 2.303 into t plus log a. तो y का जगह log a minus x है और माइनस m का जगह पे हमें k by 2.303 है और x का जगह पर टाइम है और प्लस c का जगह पर log ये है. So if you plot the graph, what will be the slope? Slope is equal to minus k by 2.303 because slope is equal to minus m here. Minus m. तो m का जगह k by 2.303 है तो माइनस m माने माइनस k by 2.303. ऐसे हम ग्राफ देख सकते हैं. Now let us see another graph. Here graph is between time and log a. So what is concentration of a here? Concentration of a at time t. For this again we will take the rate constant expression. K is equal to 2.303 by t log a naught divided by concentration of a. Same as we have drawn above, same thing here. So if you bring t towards left hand side and through 2.303 towards left hand side denominator, we have got kt by 2.303 is equal to log a naught concentration minus log concentration of A. Now bring this log A to left hand side and this whole KT by 2.303 to right hand side. Now we will get in the form of y is equal to minus mx plus c. Again slope is equal to minus k by 2.303. Now let us plot a graph between concentration of A and rate of reaction. So concentration versus rate. It will be like this. Y is equal to mx graph. Y is equal to mx form में है. Y is equal to mx. So how? We already know rate is equal to small k into concentration of A. Rate is equal to rate R is equal to rate constant small k into concentration of A. So thus it is simply like y is equal to mx form. Therefore slope is equal to k. Now we will see another graph. Here a graph is plotted between time versus ln A by A minus x. This expression we have already seen in case of rate constant. So we will go to rate constant expression. We have rate constant k is equal to 1 by t ln A by A minus x, which implies ln A by A minus x is equal to kt. How? This t we have brought to left hand side, so it will multiply k. Therefore ln A by A minus x is equal to kt. So if you plot a graph between ln A by A minus x versus time, it is just like y is equal to mx plot. Therefore slope is equal to k. Now let us discuss a plot of time versus concentration of A. We already know as A is reactant, as the time goes on, the concentration of A keeps on decreasing. So how does the plot occur? Let us see. So if you see here, time versus concentration, this will be like this. So how? We have got this expression from this equation. So if you see here, स्मॉल ए का जगह पर ए नॉट है और ए माइनस एक्स का जगह पर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ ए है, विच मीन्स ln concentration of a naught by concentration of A is equal to kt. So apply antilog on both sides. We will get concentration of A naught by concentration of A is equal to e power kt by 2.303. Now we need only concentration of A. So let us take this towards right hand side and this whole expression towards left hand side. Thus what will happen? Concentration of A is equal to initial concentration into e power minus kt by 2.303. Because this whole expression comes to denominator, we have got negative symbol here. Thus we get the exponential plot with negative slope. Thus we can discuss about different plots in case of first order kinetics. Let us discuss the examples of first order kinetics. One of the well-known examples of first order reaction is inversion of cane sugar. What is cane sugar? We know the formula of sugar, C12H22O11. If you take sucrose, sucrose is the cane sugar. If you take the acid hydrolysis of sucrose, it is a first order reaction. Thus, inversion of cane sugar is a first order reaction. Why do we call this reaction as inversion of cane sugar? Because reactant sucrose is dextrorotatory here, whereas the products here glucose is dextrorotatory, whereas fructose is levorotatory. If you see the angles of this reaction, here sucrose is dextrorotatory and angle of rotation is plus 66.5 degrees, whereas in case of glucose it is again dextrorotatory and the rotation angle is plus 52.5, but in case of levorotatory it is minus 92. So in overall minus 92 plus 52.5, which means almost 39.5 degrees it is more negative. So it means the overall mixture will be levorotatory. starting it is dextrorotatory, but the overall mixture is levorotatory. That is why this reaction is known as inversion reaction. Another example of first order reaction is acid hydrolysis of esters. Esters का acid hydrolysis भी हमें first order kinetics follow होगा. Thus here methyl acetate hydrolysis reaction, if you take, it is first order reaction. In both cases H2O concentration is very high and the reaction rate does not depend on concentration of water because its concentration is 55.55 molar and there will be no net change in concentration of water. Thus rate of reaction will depend on here only on methyl acetate and here only on sucrose. Thus these reactions are of first order kinetic reactions. If you want other examples, we can take decomposition of nitrous oxide, N2O का decomposition हम ले सकते हैं और radioactive decomposition reactions भी हम इस examples में देख सकता है. So thus we can discuss about first order kinetics. Now let us see second order kinetics. So what will be the second order reactions? As we have seen in case of first order reactions, same like second order reactions. In case of first order reactions, reaction rate depends on, or reaction rate is determined by change in concentration of one concentration term, whereas in case of second order reaction, the rate of reaction is determined by two concentration terms of the reactants. फर्स्ट ऑर्डर रिएक्शन में एक कंसंट्रेशन टर्म का ऊपर रिएक्शन रेट डिपेंड होगा, सेकंड ऑर्डर रिएक्शन में टू कंसंट्रेशन टर्म्स के ऊपर रिएक्शन रेट डिपेंड होगा. Thus the reaction rate is determined by variation of two concentration terms of reactants. Now let us discuss about the rate constant of second order reactions. As the second order reaction depends on two concentration terms, we have got two cases here. What are those? First case is the concentrations of both the reactants are equal. पहला केस में दोनों reactants का concentrations बराबर लेंगे. और what will be the second case? Both concentrations of the reactants are different. Thus we have got two cases. So in case 1, concentration of both reactants is equal. In case 2, concentration of both reactants is not equal. We will take examples of the reactions. Now in case of first one, 2A to form products, which means A plus A, both concentrations are same. Here A plus B, which means both the concentrations are different. So what will be the expressions for rate of reaction? Here rate is equal to rate constant into concentration of A whole square, whereas here rate is equal to rate constant into concentration of A into concentration of B. Now let us take case 1. Concentration of both reactants is equal. 2A to form product and rate of reaction R is equal to dx by dt into K A square. If you see here, what is concentration of A? Concentration of A is the concentration of A at time t, or the concentration of A left behind at time t, that is equal to A minus X. Let us substitute this in this equation. Thus we get rate is equal to dx by dt, which is equal to K into A minus X whole square. Let us take concentration terms to left hand side and dt term to right hand side. Thus we have got dx by A minus X whole square is equal to K dt. Now same, integrate on both sides. Now what is the expression for integration of 1 by x square? 1 by x square dx का integration क्या है? This is equal to minus 1 by x. तो यहाँ पर x का जगह a minus x है, तो वो माइनस से हमें मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. So what we will get? Thus minus 1 by a minus x into minus 1. This minus 1 is because in denominator we have got a minus x. तो ये minus x को भी हमें अलग से ट्रीट करना पड़ेगा, इसीलिए हमें minus 1 यहाँ पर आया है. Thus we have got 1 by a minus x is equal to kt plus I. Let us solve the value of integration constant I. For this, what we have to do? We have to use initial conditions. Initially, at time t equal to 0, there is x is equal to 0, which means there is no change in concentration of A at time t equal to 0. At time t equal to 0, इनिशियल कंसंट्रेशन कोई डिकम्पोज नहीं हुआ, इसीलिए x का वैल्यू 0. दैट इज व्हाई सब्स्टिट्यूट x इज इक्वल टू 0 एंड टाइम t इक्वल टू 0. तो t का जगह 0 और x का जगह 0. तो क्या आएगा हमें? I इज इक्वल टू 1 by a. सब्स्टिट्यूट दिस वैल्यू इन दिस इक्वेशन. Thus what we will get? 1 by 1 minus x is equal to kt plus 1 by a. Now let us bring this 1 by a to left hand side, so that what will happen? That implies kt is equal to 1 by a minus x minus 1 by a. 1 by a minus x minus 1 by a. So this will be the expression for kt. Take this t to right hand side. So thus what we will get? K is equal to 1 by t into 1 by a minus x minus 1 by a. So if you take LCM here, we will get k is equal to 1 by t into x by a into a minus x. How this a, it will come to numerator here, and a minus x will come to numerator of right hand side. Thus we have got a minus bracket a minus x divided by a into a minus x. LCM क्या है? a into a minus x है. तो ये और ये कैंसिल होगा, और माइनस इंटू माइनस x का वैल्यू प्लस होगा. Thus we have got k is equal to 1 by t into x by a into a minus x. Thus we can derive the second order rate constant expression of a second order reaction when the concentration of both the reactants is equal. जब दोनों concentrations reactants का दोनों concentrations बराबर है, तब उस केस में सेकंड ऑर्डर रिएक्शन का रेट का एक्सप्रेशन क्या होगा, हम ऐसे देख सकते हैं. लेट अस कंक्लूड टुडेस लेक्चर अप टू हियर. इन आवर नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द रेट कांस्टेंट ऑफ सेकंड ऑर्डर रिएक्शन व्हेन द रिएक्टेंट कॉन्सेंट्रेशंस आर नॉट इक्वल. आज का क्लास हम यहाँ तक समाप्त कर रहे हैं, और अगले क्लास में हम दूसरा केस देखेंगे जिसमें दोनों रिएक्टेंट्स का कॉन्सेंट्रेशंस बराबर नहीं है. थैंक यू.